Hi, this is Shelley Kraft. We're coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the 40th Annual New Orleans 2014 Investment Conference right here in New Orleans. I have with me Ian Slater, Red Eagle Mining. There's two symbols, RD on the TSX Venture and RDEMF in the U.S. Welcome, Ian, to SNNLive.
Thanks, Shelley. Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you. Let's get an overview on what's going on in Red Eagle and what Red Eagle does.
Well, Red Eagle Mining is a gold developer in Colombia. We've 3 years actually since our discovery hole, and we just issued our feasibility study. So we're going to build the first modern gold mine in Colombia, commencing in Q1 2015.
So what's required, and what do you need to be granted by the government of Colombia to be able to do this? Because you just can't walk in, and it's a process, isn't it?
Absolutely. We've worked with the government from day one. And we were granted the first modern mining license in Colombia in August.
So what is that? What do you mean? The first? I mean, you're not the first mining company in the country. How did you get the first modern permit?
Well, there's lots of mines in Colombia. So there's huge, some of the biggest coal mines in the world. BHP has a huge nickel mine there, but because of the war, there's been no application for a new mining license in the last decades.
And you are the first ones to be granted a mining permit in Colombia subject to environmental permit?
That's exactly right. So we have a full license for construction and operation, subject to the environmental permit, which we submitted the application in February. So we've done a full environmental impact assessment together with the local university, actually, and submitted that in February, and we're expecting a result by February 2015.
So there's gold in Colombia. We know that. I mean, it's been proven out before. So tell me, basically talk a little bit about size. I know it's inferred in some cases, but, feel free to talk and tell me what you can.
Well, actually, they're reserves. So we issued our feasibility study in October, 2 weeks ago. We started with 400,000 ounces of reserves, but that's only in the top 200 meters. It's open at depth, and we just acquired the ground from Anglo Gold to the east that's on strike. So we'll have at least 1 million ounces in this particular shear zone, but we have 330 square kilometers, and there's an immense amount of artisanal and historic mining on the surface for tens of kilometers, which we own. So just in the area where the initial shear zone is, we've now found almost 2,000 underground mines. I mean, it's an unbelievable amount of old activity here, but it's only in the top 20 meters. So beneath that is where it's the first modern exploration happened just in the last 3 years.
And Colombia is a peaceful nation these days.
It actually is. It's America's biggest ally in South America. It's the longest standing democracy there. The government now, we're in the fourth term of Uribe and now Santos's, which has completely changed the country. So now it's 100% safe where we're working in just north of Medellin. And when I say Medellin, everyone in North America remembers the 1980s, drug cartels. But that's not what it's like at all now. Medellin is a city of 1 million people. That's just a great place to live and work.
So Ian, I think our viewers would be better served if we go into a little bit about what the modern permit means.
Well, in Colombia, especially in the department where we are, Antioquia, there's an enormous amount of gold mining. So there's been gold mining, the Spanish 400 years ago, through artisanal mining over the last few hundred years. Actually, the peak of it was in the 1940s, and to this day, there's artisanal mining throughout. And there's lots of small-scale gold mines in Antioquia owned by Colombians, but not on the scale that a public company would mine at.
So when you say modern, it's just because it's happening now. That's basically it. Modern in terms of, modern feasibility, updated, mining resource, technology that you would be using. Is that what you mean?
Exactly, and time-wise. I mean, there are operating gold mines in the country. So Gran Colombia and Atico are two examples, but those licenses are decades of years old.
So now what's your background?
Well, I'm actually an accountant. So I was actually the youngest partner in Arthur Andersen. Ran their mining practice in the former Soviet Union, and then more recently built and managed Ernst & Young's Canadian mining practice.
So,
Until
ladies,
I founded Red Eagle actually 4 years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah. Sorry.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a bean counter in Red Eagle watching the till. That's good. So, where do you go from here? What is 2015? Because let's face it, 2014 is almost over. Where do you see the company in 2015?
Well, right now our engineering team has rolled right off of the feasibility study into the detailed engineering, which will be complete in Q1. We're working hard on the project financing, so we'll have $60 million of project financing arranged by the end of the year, and the total capex is actually $74 million. So the timeline is detailed engineering, project financing, environmental license in February, then raise the remaining equity that we need to put this in production and break ground in Q2, and it's a 9-month construction period.
Ladies and gentlemen, Red Eagle. Let's get the website for everyone.
Simple, www.redeaglemining.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Slater, Red Eagle Mining. I'll say it again, Red Eagle Mining. Symbols, RD on the TSX Venture, RDEMF in the U.S. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. We're at the 40th Annual New Orleans Investment Conference here in 2014. Thanks again, Ian, for coming on.
Thanks, Shelley.
Good to have you.